This is Sunil Sundaraj with Jersey Sporting News. Today, I'm happy to be speaking with Connor McGee, a freshman at Christian Brothers Academy in Lincroft, New Jersey, a two-sport athlete playing basketball and baseball, and furthermore, a member of the Colts freshman baseball short conference championship team. Once again, Connor, thank you so much for the opportunity and taking some time out to speak with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, congrats, Connor, just on a tremendous freshman year there at Christian Brothers Academy. It said a point guard on the basketball team, a third baseman and pitcher on the baseball team. Talking about the baseball team, what a, again, amazing season, 19-3. You capped it off winning the short conference championship, defeating Manasquan in the championship game. Had to ask you, just what comes to your mind first or foremost, just talking about this baseball team, Connor.
Well, this was a great team. It was one of the best times I had playing baseball in my career. Our team had a great chemistry. We were all great around each other, loved playing with each other. And Coach Gal made it very fun. He never put any pressure on us and made it really easy to perform.
That's wonderful. I was just, I didn't get the complete schedule, but I think you guys got off to a really, hot start to the season, kept that momentum going, as said, for the majority of the season. Just talk about that, being able to get off to that great start and just, keep the flow going, for the entire season, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, that start was great. It definitely set a tone for our team, set expectations really high for us, which challenged us to be our best. We hit a little rough patch like midway through the season, but we bounced back because we know what we can do. We know that based on our start to the season that we can win a lot of games and can definitely make it very far.
I know it takes, an entire team, to have that chemistry, have that bond, be able to succeed on the team. But I'm wondering if there are any, particular, said players that really made, such a huge impact and really, in terms of winning that championship title, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in that championship game, everyone contributed, but definitely our starting pitcher, Jack Duffasey. He pitched a great game and pitched great the whole season. One of my better friends, really nice guy. And everyone in the lineup really hit. So, I mean, it was a team contribution right there.
That's terrific. Hey, let's just talk about, I said this roster, 17 kids, I think, on this year's team from all different middle schools. I mean, that is just remarkable to have, everybody, and then you have all different personalities and skill sets, but the fact that everybody was able to mesh together and come together as one, that had to feel, again, just wonderful. Just had to feel a good feeling for you and the rest of the team.
Yeah, it definitely was. I mean, it was hard at first. We didn't really know each other. Some of us knew each other because we played with each other in the early years of our baseball careers, but after a few days, a week, we had a strong connection between all of us, and we really had a fun time.
That's great. Hey, talk about Coach Gal, just some of the intangibles, some of the, things that really stood out to you in terms of his leadership, the way he ran practices, his in-game management, and just, staying cool and collective, said as you guys, entered that championship game and were able to win it. Just talk about Coach Gal.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Gal, there's no words that can describe how amazing this guy was. He, most importantly, was he kept a loose atmosphere within the dugout, the practices, never put any pressure on us. And it helped us do what we do best, perform. And that's ultimately how we got to the championship. But he was a great coach. A couple years ago, I had an MLB coach, or a coach that played in the MLB, pitched, and during his time in the MLB, he got information from all these pitching, defensive, and hitting coaches, and he would teach that, give us that information. And Coach Gal's advice, his information that he would give to us was MLB grade equivalent. So not many people are lucky enough to have that at this freshman level that we got, and we're really grateful for that.
That's great. Okay, let's talk about you personally. Is at third base, pitcher as well. Talk about those positions and how you were able to thrive here in your freshman year, Connor.
Yeah, third base, it's the hot corner. It's definitely tough over there.
Yeah,
Um, but I got used to it because I've been playing it my whole life. And pitching, I started pretty late with pitching,
mhm,
but once I got into it, it felt really comfy. It felt like that's where I really want to be going with my baseball career. And I hope to keep pitching for the rest of my baseball career.
that's great. Hey, talk about putting on that Colts jersey. What that represented to you personally, Connor.
Yeah, it was when I first put on that jersey, I was really proud.
Hmm.
It was a feeling of content, happiness. My dad, he was an alum there, and I'm following in his footsteps. So that
That's
definitely
great.
was a good moment for me and him together,
Yeah.
seeing me in that jersey.
Oh, that's special to have that bond with your father. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
that. I was wondering, heading into your freshman year, it can be intimidating, just in terms of preparing yourself in terms of strength and conditioning, and we always talk about nutrition, rest and recovery, and you know, also with baseball, the game is also mental as well. We talk about the physical aspect. So I just had to ask you about some of those components and how you were able to, again, thrive in that because it is a pressure packed environment. I mean, it's not easy, for a freshman. So just wanted to get your perspective, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, going in to the baseball season, I didn't have much preparation. I had about 2 to 3 weeks to transition from basketball to baseball,
Yeah.
which was not easy. And along with CBA being a big private school,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if I'd make the team. I didn't know where I stood, but I did the most I could to prepare for the baseball season. It was hard physically and mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but ultimately I was able to do what I do best and made that team.
I think it's just phenomenal that I have the utmost respect for people who play multi sports, and you were able to do that. Talk about being able to stay in shape because basketball, you're definitely running up and down. So I'm sure in terms of the conditioning, really helped you. Said during the baseball season as well. Any other said essentials that just stood out that again were able to assist you with the baseball season as well.
Yeah, I mean, being a two-sport athlete, any sports is really hard.
Yeah.
But basketball, it definitely kept me in shape for baseball season. Kept me into my strength and conditioning, eating healthy, and ultimately they balance each other out. They help each other. But basketball season, while it didn't give me much time to prepare for baseball season, it definitely helped out a little bit with baseball.
Yeah. Okay, I wanted to quickly go back to that championship game against Manasquan, set the scene for everybody out there in terms of how the game, played out, and final moment, final play of the game, and said raising that championship trophy. Just talk about those moments during that game.
Yeah, that was it was a stressful game. Everyone contributed, but we got out to an early lead, which was good. We had confidence that we would take that lead all the way, but it got shaky a little towards the end, which kind of scared some of us. But
Yeah.
Coach Gal assured us not to put pressure on ourselves, kept us calm and relaxed like he always does.
Mhm.
And we were ultimately able to get that championship, which felt really good.
I mean, again, for a freshman team to win a championship title, I'm just wondering what the reaction was, from the school, from the community, just that you guys, I mean, were able to hoist that trophy, win that championship. Just talk about that, Connor.
Yeah, I mean it was cool seeing all the parents being happy like that after the game. It was pretty cool. And I mean it was a surreal moment for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Just hoping that we can do it sometime again
Yeah.
here at CBA.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you about getting back to normalcy, especially after COVID. Last couple of years with this pandemic, being able to play, a full season, not having to worry about, whether games will be postponed or not, people coming down with COVID. Just talk about that, having, that, said assurance, and just having that security, knowing that, you guys will be able to play the game that you love, and especially for yourself as well, Connor.
Yeah. Some of us in our last year, 8th grade, middle school, some of us weren't able to play a season. While some of us were, we didn't play many games. And even in basketball season this winter, some of our games got postponed. Okay. So being able to go out there and play the full 22 games definitely was exciting. And we all were really excited to do that.
Yeah. Hey, you had the most important position on that basketball team, point guard. I had to ask you about that, how the season went, and just, playing that position as well, that there's a lot of responsibilities, of course, that come with the territory with that position as well, Connor.
Yeah, I mean, point guard, it's the most responsibility, some would say. Yeah. But our team was really balanced. All 15 guys would get in, go and do their part, and we had a really successful season from all of us.
It's great. Hey, we talk about the Christian Brothers Academy student body, the administration, athletic department, just talk about, as athletes, coaches, it's so important to have that structure in place, from top to bottom. Talk about that as well, for this team, just having that support system in place.
Yeah, I mean, we're all really thankful for all the administration, the coaches, athletic department. What they did for us this season was really great. Being able to reschedule games, rake up the fields when it was wet out, fix up the mounds. It was really, their sacrifices should not go unnoticed.
Yeah, no, I agree. Okay, we all know it's just not about being an athlete, it's being a student athlete, and you've been able to excel in that fashion, especially here your freshman year. So with a GPA of a 98, I mean, just we talk about time management, organization, being able to just balance out both roles, again, effectively. Just had to ask you how you've been able to achieve that, especially here in your freshman year at Christian Brothers Academy.
Yeah, I mean, that balance between sports, social, and academics, it's not easy. Yeah. But being a student athlete here at CBA is especially harder because the expectations, both as a student and an athlete, are extremely high. Yeah. But I've always prided myself in my schoolwork and always encouraged myself to keep challenging myself and doing better. So while it was a little more difficult at CBA than in middle school, I was able to find that balance.
That's fabulous. I'm wondering, when it comes to the game of baseball, and I know you have plenty of time, I said here, left, of course, at Christian Brothers Academy, and definitely moving forward. But when it comes to the game of baseball, just, again, some of the nuances, something that stands out, whether it's a practice or a game, even off the field as well, in the dugout, just that, put a smile on your face and say, hey, this is, why I continue, to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, baseball, it's really cool. And most importantly is it's not like football or basketball in the way that baseball is any team can win on any given day. And there's no really favorites to win. And it's always a fun sport because so many people can contribute. There's not one person that contributes more than another. And ultimately, like, having that bond with my teammates, and it was really, really fun.
Yeah, that's cool. So I know you of course play basketball and baseball. So I'm wondering, when you're growing up, any other sports you played as well, Connor?
Yeah, well, I actually played soccer for a little bit in my younger life. But I had to make the decision to drop it because that was when baseball, basketball, and soccer were all interfering with each other. Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't an easy decision, but it probably was the one that was best for me.
Yeah, that's great. I just one more on baseball is that both when you're at the plate, on the mound, and we talk about having that mental approach and being able to be locked in, I had to ask you, what are those moments, for you? Describe that to everyone out there, just, either again at the plate or when, you're about to throw that pitch.
Yeah, it can get stressful at times, especially in big situations like the championship game. But ultimately, Coach Gal had to be the most important factor in that. He
Mhm.
never put any pressure on us. He made it really easy to perform, and he made those moments less stressful. And that was why we were able to get to that championship position.
Yeah, no, definitely. Okay, wanted to ask you about family. You talked about the special relationship with your dad, and your mom, your brothers Jack and Ryan. And said I wanted to get it out there. Of course, and we talked about it before you came on the air. You said I was able to do a feature article on your mom. Said 5 years ago, a very inspirational story. Your mom is an avid marathon runner. Sustained a fractured hip in the 2016 Boston Marathon. Underwent surgery for a fractured hip. Had screws, rods, and plates, inserted. Underwent grueling physical therapy. Returned in 2017 to run the New York City Marathon. To have sports in the family and be able to connect on this level. Just talk about how much they've meant to you, during this journey.
Yeah, having my mom and dad both being athletes definitely helped. They always gave me great advice. Well, me and my dad, we would get into some fights because that's what dad and sons do. But
Yeah.
both my mom and my dad, I'm very thankful for all they do and everything they've done for my sport career.
That's great. All right, talk about your brothers. It's great to have siblings. So talk about the support from Jack and Ryan.
Yeah, it's great having brothers. Well, sometimes they'll beat me up and double team me because they're twins.
Yeah,
It's definitely great having them there to support me,
yeah,
always knowing that they have my back.
that's great. Okay, just have a couple more. Kid, thank you for the time, Connor. So, wondering when it comes to following Major League Baseball, any particular players that you follow, quite often, and sort of maybe try to pick up some, nuggets and just be able to maybe apply it to your game as well.
Yeah, my grandpa who died about a year ago, he was a season ticket holder at Baltimore Orioles.
Okay.
So we had fourth row tickets behind their dugout. And that's really how he got into baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been following Orioles players and picking up little things they do to
Mm-hmm.
get to where they are in the
Yeah.
major leagues. But if I had to pick one player that I really look at and idolize, it'd be Trey Mancini
Okay.
on the Orioles.
Yeah.
He has an inspirational story. He came back from cancer,
Mm-hmm.
and he's a great player. So that'd probably be my favorite player.
That's great. Hey, before I ask you the final question, I just wanted to go back to the baseball team, those road games as well, those bus trips. Those. You talk about how quick it goes by. So I had to ask you during your freshman year, how special those moments were. Just being with your teammates and. Those. I mean, those are the behind the scenes moments that a lot of people don't get to see. And witness. So I had to ask you about that as well, Connor.
Yeah, I mean those bus rides, those times in the batting cages in the locker room.
Yeah.
It was truly special. We all our bond that we all had was able to create that feeling of happiness, content, and it was really really fun. Those long road trips, just being able to have a blast playing music in the bus, it was really really special.
That's great. Okay, you're in a perfect spot to offer this advice. I think to younger kids, athletes, and I know that again you have plenty of time to play athletics, but just wondering what you would tell those younger kids out there in terms of you know participating in sports. And you talked about the pressures. I mean, the outside influence, and we talked about even social media as well is in there, but just advice for them just as they try to figure it out and see if again this is a viable option, what it takes really to succeed.
Yeah, I mean, the best piece of advice I would give kids is to just have fun. When they're at the age when baseball, basketball, any sport should just be pure fun. Just
Mm-hmm.
have a good time out there with their friends. But if they want to get serious about it, I mean, you just gotta put in the work. That's all it is. You just gotta really focus and go for your goals, set
Yeah.
goals, And that's the advice I'd give to those younger kids.
Sounds good. Okay, you get the last word here, Connor. Final message for family, friends, teammates, classmates, coaches, the Christian Brothers Academy administration, athletic department, and community. The floor is yours, Connor.
Yeah, a really, really special thanks to the baseball coach this year, Coach Gal. I cannot say enough good things about him. We were just so lucky to have someone like him as our freshman baseball coach. And he was also my math teacher for this year. So we
Okay.
created a really special bond in the classroom and on the field. And definitely our team too. Everyone 1 through 17 contributed every single game. And Coach Gal, got everyone playing time too. So we were all able to be happy, not complaining about anything, and really having a good time. And my family is the most important thing. And being able to have a strong family like I do, have a strong connection with everyone in my family, really was able to get me to where I am right now.
Well said. Connor, just again, a tremendous opportunity. Just actually a true honor and privilege being able to interview you. I said, congrats on your success. And I know that the future is set up very brightly for you. Said not only on the field, but off the field, in the classroom as well. And again, just wishing you continued success at Christian Brothers Academy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.